Hey guys, this week we're going to be making watermelon margaritas. With just a few simple ingredients, you're going to be ready to enjoy them all summer long. They're perfect for Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite tips for picking out a perfect, juicy, and sweet watermelon, so let's get started. I have my watermelon here, and unfortunately it was a little early in the season. My store didn't have the best selection of fresh watermelons available. I really wanted to get this up for you guys before Cinco de Mayo, so I just picked out the best one possible. Just slicing off the rind here so we can get into that juicy watermelon fruit inside. To pick out the best watermelon, you want to make sure that you pick one up that's nice and heavy for its size. It's evenly and uniformly shaped, and it's kind of dull looking and with a hard exterior. If you knock on the watermelon, you want it to give you a nice thud and not something that sounds a little soft. I'm just chopping this one up. And another thing you want to look for with a fresh watermelon is a big yellow spot on it. This is the field spot, and this shows you that the watermelon was resting on the ground in the field and wasn't moved around too much. It was allowed to sit in the field and ripen. So I'm just chopping the watermelon up, and I'm going to toss half of it into my blender. And this we're going to turn into watermelon juice by just pureeing it and then straining it. And this is going to be the base of our liquid for our watermelon margaritas. So just blend until it's nice and pureed, and then straining is just going to make sure that we get a smooth liquid without any pulp or seeds or anything like that. Once the juice is strained, I'm just going to cover it and pop it in the fridge until it's nice and cold and until I'm ready to make my margaritas. You can actually leave the juice in the fridge for quite a few days before you need to use it up. Back to my other half of my watermelon, I'm going to give this one a nice dice to give me evenly shaped cubes, because this part of the watermelon is actually going to be turned into ice cubes. I'm going to place these cubes on a tray and actually pick out any of these tiny or awkward and uneven shaped cubes so that I get nice, beautiful ice cubes. They take about 4 hours in the freezer until they're firm enough to use. Now for the fun parts. I'm going to mix together my actual margaritas. I'm using 2 cups of the watermelon juice, 3/4 of a cup of tequila, and 1/4 cup of triple sec. And these are going to make big margaritas, and they filled up 2 large glasses here. The nice thing about making your own margaritas is that you can make them as big or small, strong, whatever you like. You can totally adapt the recipe to your needs and to how many people you're serving. I'm also juicing 2 fresh limes. And I had to use gold tequila for this because that's all we had on hand, but if you have a nice silver tequila, definitely use that. Since my watermelon wasn't quite that awesome, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of granulated sugar. And you can totally omit this if your watermelon is nice and sweet or you don't like sweet margaritas. Rimming the rims of my glass with lime juice and then dipping them in sugar. You can also use margarita salt. And in go the watermelon ice cubes. They're nice and cold now. They were in the fridge overnight. And my margarita just gets poured right over and they're ready to serve. If you guys like this video, please let me know, and if you'd like more drink recipes, let me know too. I hope you guys really enjoy these margaritas. They're so delicious. Leave me a comment if you make them. I'd love to hear from you. Alright guys, my watermelon margaritas are all done. They look absolutely delicious and so refreshing. This is going to be perfect for Cinco de Mayo or the whole summer. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next Wednesday for another food video. Cheers!